everyone, so in this video I tested out these little bad boys, and this is the new range from Revolution. This one is called Glass Mirror, this one is called Black Ice. And stay tuned to see how I created this look and if I like the palettes. So my base is all done. I want to start off with either Black Ice or Glass Mirror. I don't know which one to go for, so I'm going to open them up first and see which one catches my eye really. So this is what Glass Mirror looks like. It's got quite a nice array of like jewel tones in there. I really like that. There's only 5 mattes, so I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. Then we have Black Ice, which has a lot of smoky colours in there. And you get a nice like night look out of this. And there's 5 mattes again. I really don't like Revolution's like shimmer to matte ratio. I always say that. And if I don't seem like myself, I just feel a bit ill today, a bit weird. Like, I don't know, I think I'm just coming down with something. I'm going to use a mixture because I want to use more mattes. So I'm going to start off in the Black Ice palette using this shade here as a transition shade. And what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to zoom you guys in because I'm going to be between palettes and I want to be able to show you which palette I'm using. There's some kickback in the pan, which I'm not angry at. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got a lot of eczema in my inner corner at the moment, which will probably make things a little bit trickier for us. So that's blended out really nicely, considering I do have a lot of eczema on my lids. So if you're eczema prone, this can work, you just got to put a little bit more work into it. There's a lot of cool tone shades, so I'm like struggling to find like a nice warm tone shade. Again, from the Black Ice palette, I'm going to take the white in this corner here and use that just to blend out the edges. Wow, that works really nice. In the Black Ice palette, can you see this shade here? And then in the Glass Mirror palette, which keeps sliding out my hands, this shade here. I feel like they're very similar. On camera they look different, so I'm just going to swatch them. The Black Ice palette and the Glass Mirror palette, the black one is a little bit lighter, so I'm going to go in with that shade next. There's a lot of fallout with this shade. I know this isn't much, but I feel like just going in with a shimmer, this one right here in the Black Ice palette. I feel like I haven't actually used the Glass Mirror palette, so I'll use that in another tutorial. I am going to spray my brush with some Fix Plus. Just going to blend out the edges. As you can see, there's a lot of fallout from that red shade. And I'm going to take that darker shade and put that on my outer edges underneath my lash line. And then I'm going to take that transition shade here and just blend out the rest under my eye. And I'm going to just dust off all the, like there's a lot of excess powder under my eyes. Do my bronzer, blush and come back to you for the highlight and lips. So mascara's done, base is done, I just need to put some highlight on. And there was a few highlights in this range, and I know there's some controversial topics at the moment regarding the highlights in this range because of like this Manny MUA is saying that they kind of stole the design. I think it's more of the white one, but I've got the Black Ice Illuminator, which comes in this black packaging, and I have swatched it because I do love a good gold highlight. And yeah, let's test this out on my face. Lovely little mirror as well. So the palettes were like £10 and the highlights were £6. So let's see. I'm not getting much on my brush. Weird, let's see. I picked up something. You just really got to swirl your brush in there to pick up something. Really dry formula. But it's a nice highlight. And then I'm going to use this highlight for my inner corners. Again, really nice highlight, not something different from my collection. I have a lot of highlights like this. If you've watched my channel in the past, you would see that I usually use a highlight this tone. So yeah, now that I've finished with this, I'm going to move on to lips. Now in the collection there is a clear gloss, but not like once you have one clear gloss you don't need more. So I am going to use a lip liner in the shade Greatest, which is one of these rose gold lip liners from Revolution. That was a really dry formula. So then I'm going to use this cream shade in the shade Heart Race. It's a bit more pink than I thought it would be. I'm going to let that dry, and once that's dry I'm going to come back and I'm going to put on this Revolution glass lip topper in Rose Quartz. It just looks like this. It's a really nice creamy formula. Don't actually think it's meant to be matte. So I have swatched the Black Mirror palette, starting from the top line, middle row, bottom. There's actually only one black, and that was my fault. I swatched it twice, but there's a shimmery colour down here. But the black is really nice. They swatched really well, however they did like stain my fingers. I don't know if it's because I'm not using as strong wipes to wipe them off this time. But they've swatched really well, and I thought I'd just show you that. I feel like I'm not going to swatch the other palette because they're probably going to be exactly the same, and I feel like I should just swatch that in a dedicated video to that palette. So for now, here are the swatches. The red really stained my finger. Like I had to put another shadow over the top to kind of get it off, but it's still like really, like my fingers are really stained. But other than that, they are really pigmented. So here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really not that impressed with the mattes in the shadow palettes. I feel like there should have been much more mattes in there. However, they did perform quite well. A little bit patchy, but I do think that's because I've got eczema prone eyelids at the moment. But look, that highlighter is really good. Like, I hope they keep that highlighter in the range, but I understand like the whole situation behind it. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I will see you soon guys. Bye!